Hey YouTube, how are you this morning? I'm sad today. I've been sad for a while. Thinking about some loved ones of mine that are really struggling, that have been struggling for quite a while. And I wanted to share some information about the reach and impact of childhood sexual abuse. All children are vulnerable to child sexual abuse. Child sexual abuse affects people from a wide variety of backgrounds. Statistics show that childhood sexual abuse crosses boundaries of race, class, culture, ethnicity, gender, and sexuality. There is no kind of community where child abuse doesn't happen. No one type of person it happens to, and no one type of person who offends. I can verify, I can vouch for it going across all cultures and classes and races. To work in the child assault prevention community, and I would go do presentations in elementary schools, middle and high schools, all over, and there would always be at least one student who would eventually disclose. It didn't matter what class we were working with. Every community suffers from this. Children in all classes are anxious about what someone is doing to them in the home, in families, with friends, but mostly families. That we protect our children against stranger danger, but that's not the biggest culprit, strangers. Just like with substance, it's not the pusher that first exposes children to alcohol and other drugs. 9 times out of 10, it's family, parents, older siblings. Anyway, child sexual abuse affects boys and men, girls and women, and transgender youth and adults, while victims and offenders are obviously most directly affected. Families and communities in which child sexual abuse happens are also deeply impacted when there is no adequate response to the issue. Based on the frequency with which it happens and the sheer numbers, most of us have been impacted by child sexual abuse in some way. Even as an adult friend of a survivor, I've been able to see the generational impact it has had. The impact it has had on my dear friend and her family and her child.